Welcome once again, John Verlin, On-Demand Advertising Solutions with another digital marketing update. Really good post was reading today in Inc. magazine by Marty Weintraub. I've linked to it there on the blog post. And it's interesting because a lot of people lately, we've been talking about these changes at Facebook and how it's crippling a lot of small business owners in their marketing, because if you were posting on Facebook and you got organic reach from that, you didn't have to pay to play, so to speak, to boost it or anything else to pay. But now they're kind of requiring that. They're being much more selective and much more careful. And so everybody's been shaming and slamming Facebook for all this. But Marty has some really good points here that really sum up a number of podcasts I've used in the past describing what I believe can be very effective in online presence and marketing for your business, and particularly for business to business and business to consumer. He was kind of summarizing all this hullabaloo, so to speak, or I call it a fracas, of what's going on with Facebook and people's reaction to it. But what he's saying is really, point number one is to broadcast your information and content and expertise like a TV station to your audience direct on social media. I call it video podcasting, promoting that on a blog, promoting it through YouTube, and posting it on YouTube as the platform, one of the platforms for people to use it and to observe it and listen to it. But he's saying to broadcast like a TV or radio station to your audience. This is this rich media content I've been talking about, to promote it on social media. And what I've also discovered is to test with animated videos on Facebook, because for a number of reasons, some people like doing their own videos. You can do everything from a handheld selfie video of yourself talking about your expertise to doing a professional one. It just depends on what you like. My studies have kind of shown that animated videos, one reason I recommend them is because they're different. They stand out. They get your attention. They usually make you chuckle. And it's not prejudged, so to speak. In other words, if you don't like the way I look, you don't prejudge my message. So there's sort of a safe environment, so to speak, to get your message across. So by testing with these videos on Facebook or other social media, the cost has come way down, obviously, to do this sort of thing. Or you could hire someone to create and test them for you. But sharing your rich media content to your target audience results in what Marty talks about is more engagement and more search on Google and Bing for your business. He calls it basic top-of-funnel branding, people getting to know who you are. And that's really what this happens, what it's all about. And he talks about this low-cost branding. If you've done this before on Facebook and you can spend a penny per view or whatever, very cheap, and you can still link to your website or your blog very inexpensively. But the main thing is, one of the main benefits is this shared repetition with your audience on Facebook or on social media results in more people searching for your brand on Google or Bing. His agency, he mentions, they've seen this time and again in the last 10 years on the brand search phenomenon after a Super Bowl TV commercial airs, or a political speech, or news or other societal events. So when your brand satirizes social video distribution to a population, a percentage of those users start searching for on Google and Bing for your brand and your products. And keep in mind that Google searches are an indicator of the active interest that users have. So it reinforces those searches, okay? And brand-specific keyword searches, he says, are priceless because they allow companies to defend their marks, such as logos and words. And, competitors can pay for search ads against non-brand keywords. For example, you can say vacation rental in Memphis, but only Airbnb can pay for display ads that say feature their logo and their name, which is a protected mark, and competitors can't use your protected words or images in any ads. So brand-specific terms are less competitive in the Google and Bing keyword auctions, making them less expensive. That makes sense? So you want the audience searching for your brand. In my case, you want the audience, or I want the audience, searching for on-demand advertising solutions. Not on-demand advertising or on-demand solutions, on-demand advertising solutions. It's specific keyword name of a business. And by the way, the social video phenomenon, he says, isn't limited to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn or YouTube. All those can be fertile, okay? So again, think back to that penny per video view that you may see in a Facebook video ad. Super inexpensive video views will cause more people to search your brand in Google and Bing. Basic top-of-funnel branding. People get to know who you are. Cheaper for you to run brand-specific search terms in Google. And customers and prospects hit up Google or Bing when they're about ready to act. They're at the bottom of the funnel and you want to convert them. So here we go, ready to move on with all that. And you can drive value beyond the brand. These high-value Facebook video ads have other tangible and intangible effects. He talks about how, for example, when your salespeople, if you have salespeople or employees calling businesses, and they go, "Oh, well, I've seen those ads you've been running on Facebook," or people, calling from people who have just seen it. Or maybe you have applications on your website or an application they fill out. This sort of softens them up, so to speak. It's part of the marketing platform I talk about, and you've seen the infographic there on my post. It's all part of the marketing platform. All the roads lead to Rome, and all of them are going to get you to your destination, okay? In the whole scheme of these marketing things, it's just important to understand the main dynamic of your business marketing. Some roads might have some construction going on. Some might have, potholes. They may be washed out. But all the persistence and testing of methods to get your prospects to engage your brand is at the heart of the matter. That's what this is all about. So look past the social media changes, leverage the cheap production, the targeting, the crossover impact on Google and YouTube searches and things like that, because it's a way to really expand your brand, keep it front and center and consistent. And that's really what all marketing's about, keeping your name out there. I just saw a Better Call Saul new episode on Netflix, and they showed, if you've ever seen that, those episodes, they showed Jimmy, who went by Saul, one of his original TV ads as a lawyer. And he changed his game put on a beard and sunglasses and a hat and started selling advertising on TV because he got disbarred for a year as a lawyer. So he could no longer do his lawyer TV ads, but it was kind of humorous. It was funny. But he's using rich media content on television to sell his advertising services to help small businesses. And it was funny, it got my attention, and I'm sure it'd get yours. But that's what I'm talking about. And that's really what Marty's talking about, is to make videos, animated videos, or however you want to do it, promote them on Facebook, promote them on social media, put them on posts, like I'm doing with this video podcast, and Google's going to search that. People will be more inclined to be engaged because it is rich media. It gets their attention. They want to learn more. Okay? So these are just some points I wanted to point out about what Marty Weintraub had to say, in agreement with what we've been talking about over these last number of months on various video podcasts, of why this can be so effective. It's your choice how you want to do this. Whether it's, I've seen, Will Smith has done some selfie videos driving in his car, and you've seen these. I've seen some people do these. Some may work, some may not. Just like anything, you got to test it. But my experience has been these video podcasts are a great way to get your message out and get engaged with your customers, because they're going to listen to them. Maybe not when you want them to, but when they want to. It's all part of the marketing platform and promoting your business. John Verlin 12 at AT&T.net is my email address. Love to hear from you with your questions or comments. Trying to provide you with the latest cutting edge marketing information to get you front and center with your customers with an online presence to complement any other TV, radio, print, direct mail, email you might be doing, or networking or anything else. OnDemandAdvertisingSolutions.com is a website, and we'll talk to you again soon.